There's a cybersecurity job out there right now that pays over $150,000 a year. It does not require an advanced computer science or cybersecurity degree. And in fact, there is almost no certifications out there that can qualify you for this role. But there is an abundance of these jobs out there. In fact, over the next few minutes, I'm going to give you the exact 4-skill roadmap that would get you hired to become an AI cybersecurity engineer. This is from somebody that is actively acting as a cybersecurity architect, standing up AI instances and securing AI instances every single day. Now, stay to the end because I'm going to give you an exact project to build and publish that can get you hired. Let's jump straight in. Quick thing before we get into it, if you want into this field, like and subscribe right down below because I'm building the entire roadmap to becoming an AI security engineer in public right on this channel. Tap that like, make sure you hit that notification bell to make sure you get every video in this series and you know exactly when I drop the next project, drop the next video, and even drop the course that I'm building and will launch here in about a month. Like, subscribe. I'll hold on while you do that, and then we'll jump right back in. This is the crazy thing and why the opening exists. Your best bet in cybersecurity right now is to go all in on AI security. Companies are deploying AI faster than they can secure it. Every new model, every vibe-coded application, every API, every MCP server, and every agentic agent is a brand new attack surface. And I'm telling you right now, nobody on their security teams truly knows how to defend and harden or check for vulnerabilities in these brand new surfaces. They're desperate for people who can. And this gap is your way in. While everybody else is fighting for the same crowded entry-level security jobs or beginning-level security jobs, AI security is wide open. And the people who now move on this gap are the ones who are going to get the offers, who are going to get up to the senior levels where these things start to pay in a ridiculous amount of money. In fact, you know what? Let's jump into some of those salaries. Let me show you what this role pays because the numbers are the reason this is worth your time. These are directly from Glassdoor. Total compensation for an AI security engineer runs from about $145,000 to $235,000 a year. The base is usually right around $120,000 to $160,000, and the rest is bonus, stock, and profit sharing. If you're an entry level, or let's say like a career transition, or maybe you're like a cloud engineer, or you're a cybersecurity student fresh out of school with your Security Plus, just getting your degree, or maybe you're even pivoting from, let's say, help desk or some kind of general IT job, you're probably going to expect to start right around $90,000 to $130,000 a year. Now, senior engineers, you're talking like 2.5 to 3 years of experience who lead the security AI architecture. They can command anywhere between 200 to 350,000 and up. Now, these numbers are staggering, and this is the reason why I am recommending and going all in on teaching the pivot into AI security now. At the top of the market is where equity gets serious. Glassdoor estimates people at Apple get up to 379,000. OpenAI listings go from 184 up past 385,000, and Google total comp from 290 all the way up to 480,000. That's the ceiling that you're aiming at, and the 4 skills I'm about to give you are how you climb towards it. So the job actually comes down to defending across 4 skill areas in AI. You master these 4 and you become the hire companies cannot find. They are LLM Security, AI APIs and MCPs, Agentic AI, and the security of AI-assisted coding, aka vibe coding. I'm going to tell you what each one of these is and what you will actually need to learn in order to perform them. Skill 1, LLM security or large language model security. Anytime that somebody says, oh yeah, I use AI in my work, this is what they're talking about. This is the actual model itself. You will learn as a AI security engineer to stop prompt injection. Prompt injection essentially is where a crafted input makes the model ignore pretty much every guardrail or rule or firewall instance that you attempted to keep that LLM model sandboxed in. You can see how this could get out of hand very quickly, and they have some crazy stories related to some of the earlier unsecured models of these LLMs doing some wild stuff. The other 3 skills you're going to need to learn will be preventing data leakage, preventing training data poisoning, and how to handle hallucinations as a security risk. Every single one of the hiring managers are going to test you for LLM security because this is the one that almost everybody is getting wrong right now, and it poses the biggest risk because it is the open face where customers are interacting with these businesses, and it can, if it's not appropriately guardrailed for, it can expose a company in a very bad way. You are going to learn to be able to properly defend against or be able to utilize these 4 skills. You're going to be ahead of pretty much every candidate you're going to be up against because of it. Skill 2, AI APIs and MCP. This is the deployment layer. This is where the most expensive mistakes happen. In fact, you're going to learn to lock down AI APIs so a single leak key with no rate cap does not run up a $40,000 bill overnight. You'll also learn scoped identity and access management. You're going to learn per key cost caps, schema validation, and also logging. This is where the MCP comes in. So an MCP, or Managed Context Protocol Server, it's just an AI API that connects your tool with your model. And right now, it is the hottest and least secured surface in all of AI. You're going to learn to stop tool poisoning, where an attacker hides instructions inside of a tool description, and confuse deputy attacks, where a server abuses another's access. You're going to learn to harden an MCP server with authentication, scoping, schema validation, and a guardrail in every tool. You're also going to wind up having a skill which almost no other candidate can claim. In fact, if you're still with me, there's only 2 skills left. Of these 2 skills, the last one I have not seen in any training video. This is one that inside of what I'm going to wind up teaching you, you're going to wind up being able to really set yourself apart. You already have 2 skills that are a great foundation, but the next 2 are going to wind up turning you into a true AI security engineer way ahead of the pack. Let's jump into those. Skill 3, Agentic AI security. Agentic AI are essentially models with tools and memory. This surface, barely anyone can secure it yet because it's so new. You're going to learn to stop tool misuse, memory poisoning, and privilege compromise, where an agent with too much access become an attacker's way in. You'll learn how to provision your tools to have least privilege per tool, human approval in order to do anything that might potentially be destructive, and have a hard cap on how deep an agent can loop in. This will also help you show an interviewer that you can do this and stand out immediately. So when people start thinking about the autonomy of standing up an AI, that can go and do something to replace a human being. This is what agentic AI does. But this also exposes the most risk for something going wrong with the wrong set of privileges and autonomy without the appropriate guardrails. You're going to learn how to set up those guardrails. I teased it, and here it is. Skill 4, securing AI assisted code, aka the vibe coding problem. So I don't see anybody teaching this inside of AI security engineering. The only place I have seen this being taught is in professional vibe coding courses. Essentially, people are attempting to vibe code professionally. I don't see this in security engineering, which I think is absolutely insane. Let me tell you why. You're going to learn how to catch vulnerabilities that AI writes into yours and your coworkers' code. You'll learn to be able to identify insecure code generation, hard-coded secrets, more on that later, dangerous functions, and architectural blind spots that AI introduces while it only fixes shallow bugs. So here's the reason why I believe this skill set needs to be in an AI security engineer's hands. Number one, all of your coworkers are going to wind up trying to automate out a lot of these tasks, but so many of these tasks are going to have the capability of grabbing onto sensitive data, or it's going to wind up exposing a lot of your databases or your backend data into exposures where it could potentially leak proprietary information, or it can overuse API keys in a very expensive way, or it can wind up just essentially creating gaps in your security for your entire company, and nobody knows that it's being done because it's being done internally on accident by employees. This is going to be a difference maker for you as an AI security engineer to really stand out, not just in your organization, but also for when you're attempting to get jobs. Like, imagine no other candidate that is going to be vying for an AI security role will probably have this on their resume. Now, let's talk real quick about how this skill set in particular saved me and Hakwazak in particular. I was developing a way for you guys to be able to take your resume, a job description, and also be able to create a resume matching that job description, rewriting your resume exactly how it would need to look in order to be able to get that job, while also helping you develop an ideal cover letter for it, but then also identifying all of the skill gaps that you might have, then taking all of that information and kicking out 10 tough interview questions that you're capable of being able to answer and get graded on. All of this is a vibe coded project that I have on my back end, but I noticed when I was working with my vibe coding agent, it was hard coding every single one of my API keys and backend secrets to my database and logins to my database inside of my code. So if anybody ever got a hold of it, guess what? They got a hold of that code. They had pure access to being able to essentially get into my entire database, my entire backend. But I identified it because I had the capability of being able to do this. This is a skill I have that I want to teach you guys, but also I'm teasing you guys with with the program that I have written on the back end for just my students, and it actually is an amazing tool. Anyway, this is the reason why skill 4 is in here, and I don't see any other AI security engineer or AI security engineering program teaching it. And you need to make sure that you have this, because your company is going to wind up having almost all of your IT team, or almost all of your people that do repetitive tasks, start vibe coding a lot. And each one of these vibe coded scripts that get put together needs to be reviewed before it gets deployed into your actual work environment. And I just gave you the reasons why. Now you know exactly what it would take to do it. But let's recap all of this and jump into how to actually break in. So here's the other part that nobody tells you. You don't need a degree or 10 years of experience. You need the framework and proof that you can apply it. So do this. Pick one real AI system, walk it through the 4 skills, build a small project that defends it, intentionally attack your own build, then harden it. Document the whole thing and publish it on GitHub and YouTube. That single artifact puts you ahead of most people applying for AI cybersecurity roles today, because you're not submitting a resume, you're submitting evidence of your skill set, of what you're capable of doing. Let's do a quick recap, because this is going to be your roadmap. 4 skills that are going to make you an AI security engineer. First one, large language model security. 2, AI API and managed context protocol server security. 3, learn agentic AI security. And 4, securing AI assisted code, aka securing vibe coding. So here's what I want you to do. Pick one AI system. Build a project that defends it across all 4. Vibe code it. Make sure that it has an MCP. Make sure that you're using APIs, and make sure that it connects to some kind of large language model or has a large language model interaction. Then what you do is you go and you attack it, and then you harden it, and then you publish your findings. You publish what you did. That is your proof. This is how you build the skills, and this is what gets you the actual skill sets and demonstrates that you know how to get towards those big salaries that we have discussed. So I made this really easy for you. I put the entire framework that I covered inside of this training into a free document. The 4 pillars, all 16 threats that I covered, the 4 mitigations, and the printable red team checklist that I use as a cybersecurity architect. It's all free at hackwithzach.com. Link is right down there in the description. And this is going to be your first step on this roadmap. Subscribe and follow along, because next week I'm actually going to build Pillar 1 live. We're going to do prompt injection defense from scratch, and I'm building this whole path in public. The projects, the portfolio, and the exact way to get hired as an AI cybersecurity engineer. Remember, build it, release it, break it, harden it. I will see you guys next time. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and also jump into that free framework that I have down below. Talk to you guys next time.